Welcome back. This is part 2 of me showing you how I built this newsletter audience with 0 existing audience. I wanted to show that with the free Beehive account, you are able to start and grow a newsletter. These are my results for the quarter so far. Started this right at the beginning of April, end of March, and you can see the growth here. Now, in the previous video, I talked about the main method that I had got my subscribers from using the Beehive platform itself. Now in this video I want to talk through the method that I used that was not directly from using Beehive tools. Remember, in that previous video I was using the free Beehive account, so I'm not getting those subscribers I showed you in that video through a paid method. They were coming in free using the free accounts. Go back and watch that video because I did ask you as well what you wanted me to do as a follow-up. So it's definitely worth watching it because you'll see the methods, and also you can let me know what follow-up videos you have questions about that I can cover. So as you can see here, growth has been really good. So I'm going to scroll down now so you can see the data, and you can see exactly what method I was using. Okay, so here is my data on Beehive. I went through in the previous video how I got the 250 that were Beehive generated. Now we're going to talk about these other methods. So I'll start from the bottom and I'll go up. Now this is a newsletter in the AI niche. It's not your generic AI news. What I'm doing is I picked out a very specific group of AI users that use a particular tool, and I am creating content for them specifically. So you might want to bear that in mind when I go through these different methods. So the first method, I'll start at the bottom, was with Reddit. So I set up a brand new Reddit account. I joined some relevant subreddits. I made sure my profile had the link to the newsletter in it. And then I started to create content. From that, you can see I've got 3 referrals, 3 subscribers. Now, I think I probably got a few more, and the reason for that is I was using this more at the beginning, and the data I showed you there was just from the quarter. And I found Reddit a really useful place to get ideas for content, but in terms of return on investment of time, it's not been massive. I do use ChatGPT to write my posts. I do make sure that they are not looking like generic AI ChatGPT crap. I've got a very good prompt that I use. I humanize the section to that prompt so it looks good. And I did spend some time in the comments when I was starting out. But as you can see up here, I was having much more success off other channels, so I've kind of left it for now. The next one is referrals off a particular platform that I used, which is designed to help with promoting newsletters, kind of like a newsletter directory. I set up my newsletter, got great exposure in the first week or so. Then I dropped off the homepage because I wasn't a new newsletter to their system. And since then, it hasn't really brought me any return. So just 3 subscribers from that one there. The website is InboxReads if you want to go and check it out. But again, it took a while to set up my profile. They've got some great paid options, but not really good for anyone who's needing to do this for free. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it as a way of driving massive traffic. I did like it as a way of finding newsletters that I might be able to work with, and newsletters to get some idea on how, like, they were monetizing, to get some ideas on how to monetize mine. So good for research for me, but not really good for growth. The next one was Facebook, 49 from there. I have not set up a Facebook page for this newsletter yet. I'm a big believer in one newsletter, 1 social media to start with, and I said this in the previous video. This is a side project for me. It is just to show you what is possible, and the rule I set myself was no more than 30 minutes a week on it, and that includes writing the newsletter as well. So AI writes the bulk. I have to spend some time doing a bit of outreach for growth and things like that, and obviously writing the posts for Facebook and for Reddit and other places. I don't want to spend a huge amount of time on this right now because I've got other things going on like client work. So I have been posting in Facebook groups about my newsletter, and that's where that 49 has come from. So you don't feel pressured to sort of build your own social media audience from day one if you haven't got time to. If you find some good quality groups, then you can write your newsletter, promote it on the correct threads in Facebook groups, don't spam, and you can get a good bit of growth from that. Now this one here is one that irritates me a bit because I've got 101 subscribers and I don't know where they've come from. I can probably guess a few places, but I don't know for sure, which tells me I need to get some tagging, some UTM parameters onto some of my links where I am putting out this newsletter so I can figure out where that 101 have come from. And then this is my biggest method, which is YouTube. So obviously I'm making YouTube videos here. I'm not posting yet full details about this newsletter, but I will be soon. And the reason for that is because I wanted to show that you can do this from zero with no existing audience. If I posted on YouTube channels that I already had, then that would not be from a starting from zero audience. So I started a brand new YouTube channel for this particular project. I started putting content out on it, basically looking what was already trending and then doing my own version of that. And that's brought in 266 subscribers. Again, probably more because this is data from the quarter so far, not from when I started this exactly, which was sort of the very end of March, beginning of April. I know I was setting this up at the beginning of the March. I can't remember exactly what the date of the first issue was that went live to an audience. Can't remember if it was the very last day of March or the very beginning of April. But yeah, that is my growth for those other subscribers and where they have come from. If you'd like me to go through in more detail about any of these methods, then just put the name of the method in the description. So if you want to know more about Reddit, put Reddit down, sorry, not in the description, in the comments. If you want to know more about Facebook, put Facebook down in the comments. If you want to know more about what I've been doing on YouTube, put YouTube down in the comments. Things I am going to be doing with this newsletter, I built a lead magnet and I'm going to be adding that in to the newsletter as a way of driving more traffic. And I'm also working on a referral program. If you use Beehive, you want to get a discount on it. If they've got one running, then there'll be a link down in the description. You can check that out. But if I want to run a referral program using Beehive, then I need to pay for Beehive. And I'm trying to do this project not paying for Beehive to show you guys that you can do that too. But I do want to try and get a referral program going. So I'm going to use a different piece of software that's going to allow me to do that. So if you want to know more about referral programs, then just put referral program down in the comments. And whichever of these topics I get the most interest in, I'll do a follow-up video for you. So yeah, that's where the traffic has come from so far. Hope you guys found this useful, and I'll see you in the next video.